So, just as I'm recording, I'm not meant to retarded. I just went through hell in the last 10 years. New South Wales Police have wrong information. Government organisations have wrong information about me. And they're not correcting it, which is really upsetting me. And I did a massive, huge statute declaration to try and get the last 10 years resolved. I do have a green card to the US. I did study design. I shouldn't have to put up with defamation and discrimination from government organisations on some countries. And even immigration. I literally actually had organisations say I had personality disorder. I don't. Because they were saying this because they thought, oh, 1 minute you can speak this language, another minute you can speak that language. Why are you invading my life? And of course I can, because I learned them. I learned languages at school, from primary school in 1984 to begin with. And here's the issue. And I'm not a nice user or drug dealer or anything else that I was labelled in the last 10 years. And okay, I do have a mixed nationality family, but if you want to do directives of who I'm related to, I'm closer to my Nana Lola. So a great example is Lola May Purdy. Her maiden name's Keegan, so it's Lola May Keegan. Her mother, Mary Ann Keegan, but her maiden name's Sayer, so it's Mary Ann Sayer. Okay, Mary Ann Sayer's mother is Julia Sayer, but her maiden name's Ryan, so it's Julia Ryan. Julia Ryan's mother is Bridget Ryan, but her maiden name's Dufresne, so it's Bridget Dufresne. So it does go. Bridget Dufresne, who married Matthew Joseph Ryan, so you have a French lady marrying an Irish man, who had Julia, May, and Annie. Okay, so Julia Ryan, May Ryan, Annie Ryan. Okay, they all got married and had other names and other families. Okay, so Julia, like what Nan said, Julia, who is half French and half Irish, she married an Englishman, which is George Gurley Sayer. Okay, that's my family. This is my family heritage. Okay, then from that they had a daughter, which is my great grandmother. Okay, Mary Ann. Mary Ann Sayer. That's big names. Yeah, it's not Mary Ann as in one word, it's Mary Ann as in middle name. So Mary, the second word, Ann Sayer. Okay, just to clarify that. So her first name's Mary. Okay, not Mary Ann, her middle name's Ann. Just to clarify that. Over explaining now. Okay, then she married Arthur Keegan. Okay, then their daughter was Lola Keegan, Lola May Keegan. Okay, then Lola married Reg Purdy, my grandfather, Reginald George Purdy. So then she became, Lola Purdy. It's my family heritage on one direct line. Dad's father's an orphan. But everything I've said about Dad's father is the truth. I look like the family side. That's why I look ethnic. Dad's father is extremely ethnic looking. I've got photos of Dad's father. Look, if you want to know the Fleming side, then ask. Just ask me. This is going to be on a joke. I've gotten into so much shit since being back in Sydney because of the police having me confused, having wrong information, or government organisations having wrong information. From Abigail and Francis Noyce, that was a setup. I can't believe that. I should not have pleaded guilty for something I didn't do. I kid you not, I pleaded guilty for something I didn't do. It was misinterpreted, the whole situation that was put on. I can't believe Giovanni again with what he's up to. But anyway, I don't need to care. I never had a carer. I'm not afraid of people. I just like being left alone, especially after what I've been put through. If I meet people, I keep in touch with people, I'll keep in touch with people. I'll keep in touch with people who I enjoy having conversations with. In these days, most of the times it's cousins. Like seriously, I sat on the phone tonight and had a fantastic conversation with Mum's cousin, Brian Keegan, ex-copper. Absolutely, it's so nice. He's older than me, but it's just nice just to chat. And it's like, you get to my age, it's like, man, I've just had shit for 10 years. The last thing I want is to invite shit in my life. I don't want people that are strangers. I don't want people that use drugs. I don't want people that abuse alcohol and use drugs in my life. I'm not mentally retarded. I don't want that shit in my life. I really do not want people that use drugs or abuse alcohol. It gets to the point where I'm like, you know what? When I was younger, I turned a blind eye to your behaviour. Put blinkers on. Now, I don't have the patience to. I don't want to. I don't enjoy people that use drugs around me. And that's it. Like every single statement I've said is the truth, and people thought I was making it up. Police thought I was making it up. Housing Commission thought I was making it up. Government organisations thought I was making it up. I haven't grown up in Tamworth, but I did live there. But that's my other thing that I keep saying. It's like, I haven't grown up in Tamworth. I'm not some country guy, but I did live there. And we have all grown up with horses. And we own the land in Sydney and our horses in Sydney. You get to a point where I'm exhausted for 10 years because there's organisations, medical industries, there's so many people that just think I'm making it up. Immigration, government organisations, it's like, I'm not making it up. And if you just sat down with myself and family members, you can back up what I'm saying. Because not all family members know what I'm saying to be the truth because they've had different lives. A great example is, you can sit down with me and you can sit down with Mum's cousin Brian Keegan for information. You can sit down with my mum for information. Dad's sisters, you can sit down for information. If you need to verify it, well then just verify through documents. Look, it just since 2015 when my ex told my sister, so Giovanna Gonzalo told Mary Mihowski, my auntie, told my mother Carol Purdy, told my sister bullshit information wasn't true. When I still had a shitload of money in the bank and so forth. And then just lied. But they did the wrong thing by me because they took those lies. And whether they believed them or not, I don't know if they literally believed them or if they were trying to use that for their own fueling of their narcissistic, toxic behaviour of being control freaks. But who's worse? Because you've got them doing that and you've got my dad's side doing the same thing. So, but who's worse? The person that's said stuff about me that isn't true, or people that just didn't listen to me and I said that's not true. I've never had money issues in the past. Never did things what people thought I did. Apparently I stole a dog, I stole this, I stole that. No, well, the stuff that was getting made up about me was just bullshit. And I'm stupid because I did play a prank from 2016 to 2018. Oh yeah, I did, of course I did. Well, apparently someone made up a story that I stole someone's drugs. I don't use drugs. Actually, in fact, that happened in 2016. It did. See, I'm brushing over so much that went on. And this was some deadbeat loser drug dealer that was trying to use me to cover up something that he's done. I was like, I don't know the guy. Literally, he walked up to me when I was walking my dog around the Red Oval side of Rushco's Bay Park. These are just low-life behavioural scamming criminals that have used me as a lie. But who's the worst person? I told my mum, Carol Ann Purdy, I told family members what was being said about me that wasn't true. So who's the one that's the biggest person that's doing the worst by me? Is it the people that are lying? Or the people that are letting these lies continue for 10 years that's costing me my savings? And I do have a lot of savings, well over 100,000. My assets, my belongings, my furniture, my car. I got accused of stealing. Literally, this is something that my mother's sisters always do, and I was like, you get to a point where you're so sick of it. Like, for example, things like the Uncle Fred gave me when I was a kid. Now you've got, so I can't stand Christy Childs. I'm sorry, but I really can't stand Robin and Christy Childs or Miriam Mihowski because of what they've said over the years that isn't true. Like, jealous people wanting something that's not theirs, or wanting something that wasn't given to them. Robin Childs did that with Nan's records. She did. Nan always said, those records go to you, Justin. And I said, Nan, unless you put them in your will, that I won't. Oh, rubbish, my daughters won't do that. Yes, they will, Dan. Yes, they will. And they did. And all my mum has to do really is go and speak to her ex-boss, Mike McHugh, and say, right, can you help Justin? Even if we have to go after my own sisters. So be it. Why should he suffer? And this is what he's worked hard for. These are his assets, his belongings, his savings, his car, his money, his ornaments, his artwork, his items, his boots. Even my fucking cowboy boots and stuff that have been brought up. My mother's sisters, I'm not going to go into this. Because my mother did wrong. Your sisters and your family make up bullshit stories, Carol. You should be getting your son a sister. You know, whoever makes up the bullshit story, you should be squashing it. You didn't. So who's the worst person in this whole scenario in the last 10 years? My mother. Simple.